Alright, we are here with part 46 of Condensed Chaos by Phil Hine. Witches, wizards, warlocks, magicians, magus, and magi. That's become like my fucking trademark, isn't it? Let's get into this. We're going to talk about KO mines. KO mines are not, strictly speaking, servitors, but are formed using the same techniques. They can be considered as localized etheric storage and transmission units for chaos energy. They are generally visualized as spheroids with 8 arrows or antennae radiating from them, which flash randomly with all possible colors. KO mines are created to manipulate probability in favor of fortuitous occurrences, bizarre synchronicities, and the generally weird and wonderful. They are usually created at places which are habitually used for magical activity, or which generally have an association of good vibes and pleasant happenings. Servitor programming languages. The use of servitors within a quasi-cybernetics paradigm was originally only semi-serious, as I wrote a brief user's guide to working with servitors in the style of a computer manual. Over time, however, approaching servitors from the perspective of information technology did generate some interesting ideas for developing their use. One of these ideas is the analogy already made between the sigilized statement of intent, which is the one of the servitor, its raison d'etre, if you like, and computer code, the instructions which it carries out. This analogy has been developed in two ways. The first was to develop the code into sigil circuits, an example of which is given below. Here are the servitor's basic instructions. Take a look at that. Y'all see that? Bunch of shapes. That's all connected. Now, 1 has been enhanced using the rune Othel. 2, the Camia of Mars. 3, and the rune Tyr. 4, the infinity symbol. 5, keeps the sequence looping. The mixing of symbols from different systems does not seem to make any difference. You use the symbols that you find appropriate, and obviously the option is there to create your own sigil circuit elements. Another development related to the above was to look at servitor action, and later enchantment in general. In terms of flowcharts, that is. Computer program flowcharts contain options such as if, then. If x equal 1, then y equal print screen. If y doesn't equal 1, then no action is taken. A servitor can be given an if, then option. For example, if a particular condition is fulfilled, then the servitor becomes active. Developing this idea led to the creation of extremely detailed flowcharts with controller servitors commanding subroutines and subprograms formed from servitors given specific tasks within an overall program. With some more pictures, some more pretty pictures. Check it out. Gonna be closer. There we go. Alright, so we've got the activation, the first condition. Fulfilled, yes, no. The end. Second condition, fulfilled, yes, no. Viral replication. Now this sample flowchart shows the operation of the viral servitor discussed above. This idea in itself gives rise to some basic considerations of how we approach sorcery operations in general. The general approach to results magic is to locate one point in an unfolding situation and nudge it, gently or not, until a result which is more or less in accordance with your stated desire manifests. Some operations may be fairly specific in their scope, while others may be of a long-term nature, but generally speaking, it is of a one-shot nature. Once you start to look at situations from the perspective of a program or flowchart, you have the possibility of taking into account a diverse number of elements which have a bearing on that situation. Functional spirits. Another approach to evocation is working with spirits which have a provenance over a particular situation or experience. Entities such as these are detailed in grimoires, such as the Lesser Key of Solomon the King, which are handbooks of spirits. giving details of spirits' typical forms, names, sigils, and how to conjure them. The spirits in books such as the Lesser Key have bizarre names, even more bizarre appearances, yet their powers are directly functional and useful. For example, Raum appears as a black bird and can create love, reconcile enemies, or destroy cities and reputations. The standard approach to summoning these spirits is to use the time-honored magical ritual, wherein the entities are called forth into a triangle and ceremonially bound to the magician's will. However, there is also another possibility, which is simply that of summoning a spirit when you find yourself in an appropriate situation. The following example illustrates this process. All of us, at one time or another, suffer from being stuck in traffic, from freeway jams to slow-moving queues of people. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to whistle up the assistance of a spirit which enabled you to start moving? A big hand, please, folks, for the spirit. Go Flow Awful Fog. The spirit who eases traffic blockages so that you can continue your journey. Alright, we're going to stop it there, and we will be back to talk more about Go Flow Waffle Fog. No doubt.